Singapore is a country most people know about, but some of you might wonder how it actually is and what is so surprising about Singapore. I live here now since over a year, so I just tell my impressions and what really surprised me when I came here. First of all, Singapore is known for its safety, and I have to agree, it's so safe. No matter what time you go out, no matter what you wear, no matter if it's dark or not, if you get home by train or taxi, it's safe. It's so safe. You never have to worry that anything happens to you. In fact, it is so safe, and this is what really surprised me. You have the hawker centers, and people reserve the table and they put like tissue on the table or an umbrella, which, okay, fine, that's nothing too special, right? But sometimes you find phones on there, a wallet. People just leave like their credit cards, basically all their valuable items they leave on the table while they get some food, which to me the first time I was like, what? Like, okay, this is like next level. I knew it was safe, but this safe, and trust me, you can leave whatever you want and you come back and it's still there, which I love that, okay? I really love that. What also surprised me, which kind of comes with the safety, is how many cameras there are. And in the beginning it was kind of like this eerie feeling, like you feel watched and you feel kind of awkward and you're afraid that you do something wrong. But you get used to it, and for me personally, I don't mind, because in return I get all the safety that comes with it. So I don't mind if the government is watching me while I cross the street. But it's like even on the lake, in the middle of the lake are cameras, and you're like, what? Okay, that's like maybe a little bit too extreme, but like I said, I don't mind because I feel so safe. The next thing is, which is really a luxury for me, I come from Germany, and I don't know if you are aware of Deutsche Bahn, but there are so many jokes about Deutsche Bahn because it's never punctual. Trains are just like, they're never arriving, and it's like, it's chaos, okay? It's so chaotic, and everybody in Germany doesn't like this company. And here at the MRT, it's amazing. Like every couple of minutes, you don't have to look like on the schedule when the train is coming. You just go there, and within the next 5 minutes, a train is coming. They don't have any drivers on the train, which honestly is so cool. So you have to get in front of the train to really see it, and it kind of feels like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it feels so cool. And just how clean it is. You are not allowed to drink or eat on the metro station or on the MRT, but that is also a reason why it's so clean. It's so squeaky clean, and I was so surprised about how amazing the MRT is. Maybe you might know, Singapore is next to the equator, so it is humid. It is really humid. Sometimes it is so hot that you're just sitting there and you're melting away, or you walk for 5 minutes and you're wet. It's insane how humid it is, and honestly it took me a while to get used to it. It's still hot, but it's getting better. And the weird thing is, as soon as it's under 30 degrees here, I'm freezing. Like literally, it can be like 28 degrees and I'm sitting on the balcony with a blanket. So I guess maybe I got used to it actually. Before I came to Singapore, I thought, oh my gosh, I can never go to a restaurant ever again. It will be so expensive. I can never go out for drinks because it's just too expensive. Because you might be aware that alcohol in Singapore is really expensive. And when I mean really, it's like for one bottle of wine, a cheap one, a really cheap one is like $30 in the supermarket. Of course you find them cheaper, but it's like you have to know where. But in general, it is expensive, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love dining out. No, I can never do that again. I was so wrong. Of course you can eat out in Singapore. The thing is, when you know where you can go, you can pay literally zero for drinks, but only when you're a lady. I'm sorry. But on Wednesdays, there are so many places that offer free flow for women, and it's like free flow. It's not like you pay a certain amount but you can drink all you want. No, it's like free flow, which is insane. I have no idea how they do it, but they do, and it's amazing. And there are also some places where you can go for happy hour, or where it's like especially boat quay. You can get beer as cheap as like 5 Singapore dollar for 1 pint, which is honestly cheaper than in Germany. So you just have to know where to go, but it's not as cheap, but it's not as expensive as you think it might be, and you can do your date night. The next thing that really surprised me, and honestly it's a little bit annoying because I thought Singaporeans, I mean, they are really respectful and more like reserved and not as open-minded, and they don't want to like bother other people, but when it comes to playing loud music or watching TikToks or Instagram reels on the bus, on the train, then it's not a big deal for them to listen it on speaker instead of putting their headphones in. I'm not saying it's only Singaporeans, I don't know, maybe it's also other people, but honestly it's annoying because I don't want to listen to other people's videos. And I don't know, it just surprised me because I thought it's like this really reserved culture, and it is, but when it comes to this, it's just different than I thought it would be. Singapore is a small country. It's really small, and I guess there are about 6 million people living here, and I thought it would be crowded. Maybe not like Hong Kong crowded, but it's not. It's kind of spacious. Of course, in a mall sometimes on the weekends it's crowded, for sure. But when you walk on the street, everything is so spacious. And even between buildings, they blend it so good that when you live somewhere, chances are you don't have a building next to you or in front of you so that you just stare at the wall, but you have enough space so that no one can basically look into your flat, which honestly is also really nice because did you know, I mean, Singapore has some weird laws and really strict laws, but also it's illegal to be naked in your flat when other people can see you, when they can look into your flat. So it's good when you live somewhere where you have more space because, let's be honest, you will walk around naked in your flat, which to me, like, it's a little bit of weird law, but let me know if you want to hear more weird laws in Singapore. Singapore is so efficient. The MRTs are so efficient, the buses are so efficient. Like, even with my visa, I think I got it within 3 days, which amazing, like it's so fast. And also food delivery, you can deliver your food and they place it in front of your door from your apartment. That's so nice, it's so efficient, it's amazing. I mean, I love it because I love ordering food because I'm kind of too lazy to go grocery shopping, and then I have to carry all that stuff, and then I'm sweaty and it's heavy and so I can just easily deliver it and I place it in front of my door and I can just pick it up from there. So Singapore is the most efficient country I've ever been to, and I love it, which honestly makes it hard when you go to other countries and it's not as efficient. Those were just a few things that really surprised me when I came to Singapore. And if you want to know more about Singapore and how it is living here, leave it in the comments if you have some questions, or maybe I can make a video about it, and I would love to hear your guys' feedback. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a good one. Bye!